Happy Devils Sunday! This is the Let's Go Devils podcast, Sunday edition, Season 7, Episode 32. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker in an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. And at the highest point.
Oh, there we go.
10 minutes late to the podcast.
Always.
In beautiful New Jersey, it's Shorts Guy, the professional New Jersey educator, where there's no off-season for him. And I
think you made me shoot a boogie at my nose there when you said that.
And we got Scotty from his Michael J. Fox Studios, where the DeLorean resides in his basement of his one-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I wish I had a basement, but yeah.
Hey,
that'd be nice.
Hey, you know, it's show business. We just lie. Just lie. Just lie.
Yes.
As we're streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. As we are the biggest Erica Wachter fan club around.
I was going to say, you don't know where that door goes. That it could be a closet. It could be a stairway to a cellar. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, Doc Brown could be your neighbor, for all we know.
Doc Brown could be your neighbor. You can have one of those massive amps down in that basement, just like in the beginning of the movie. You're in California. You could have some wine cellar with millions of dollars of wine that's down there too. You can have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Biff's grandma.
I used to have an Elvis impersonator next door to me. Like literally right across the window from me. He's right there. He was a cool dude though. Or another one, drink a beer. At home. TCB, baby.
Well, and also, if you haven't yet,
Sam had no idea what to do with that.
Yeah.
Not a clue.
Yeah. Not a clue what to do there.
Sign up to joinourcrew.com. Yeah, joinourcrew.com.
Yeah. That's how you take out the trash, Sam.
Yes, inside joke there. Speaking of trash, let's talk about Madison Square Garden Network before we talk about anything else, because we mentioned it, and I don't want to go too far because, you know, we have mutual friends that are employed at that network, but the Erica Wachter announcement of Madison Square Garden Networks, owned by James Dolan and his conglomerate cronies, decided not to renew her contract. Fan favorite, 6 seasons, doing pregame, postgame. We watched Erica Wachter, you know, her career grow. She got married during COVID, and then had a baby girl, Raina, all that. And I want to get your thoughts, guys. We kind of touched on it last week just a little bit, but we were more talking about the Markstrom trade. But she's really like family to us in some sense in our Devils fandom.
I feel like there's a Sam Wu text name drop going to happen. You know, the other day when I was texting with Erica.
No, actually, I wasn't going to mention it, but now that you've mentioned it.
That's the classic Sam Wu. Hey, you know, I was texting with Grant Marshall the other day.
Do you want me to read the text?
Randy McKay gave me a call the other day, and you know what he said to me? I said, Randy, baby, play it on me.
I wasn't going to name drop, but, you know.
But here you are, name dropping.
No, this driver is coming over to fix my sink. He's actually really good with that sort of stuff as well. I'll tell you guys that.
Yeah, Christoph Olowa and I are going to Poland next summer, you know?
No, but yeah, it sucks what happened there.
Part of the business, unfortunately.
It unfortunately is, but like I was saying, you know, I think she'll be able to hopefully find a spot over at the NHL Network or MLB Network, because I know a lot of the anchors there kind of double up on both. And I know she already does like the 2-night shows, but she would be perfect to pick up for one of their afternoon hosting or morning hosting slots. Hopefully she will land somewhere, because Erica does a hell of a job. And yeah, it's like, feels like part of the family. Like you said, got married. She had a kid. She was always really cool to us too, though. Whenever Sam would go see her in the arena and forget to tell us when he was going over, So kind of like when he moved down to those, seats 13 rows from the field and left us up in the upper decks there.
Yeah, just
almost able to reach
to
and
breathe.
Grab a plane. I thought Short Scott was going to jump onto a plane and start doing some pull-ups to warm up there at some point.
Yeah, we're struggling.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to
altitude.
text you guys. I'm 10 rows from the field right now.
Yeah.
I'm next to the
There's a heater right here, too.
Yeah.
I'm taking my jacket off.
Free food.
It's so hot over here.
Yeah, free food. Tarps are coming off. Free beer. Insanity. Meanwhile, we're struggling to breathe way up top. High altitude watching. Thank goodness these numbers behind me were large enough to almost see from that high altitude. But other than that, it was
like
little
climbing
red guys,
Everest.
little white guys. I know. We needed a Sherpa. We needed gear. We needed oxygen. We
had to stop at each section so our bodies could,
acclimate
get used to it.
altitude.
Yeah, get adapt to the environment.
Our trek started 2 weeks before the game actually started, so we can get to the top of the stadium in time. And just as we made it to the summit, the game started. The puck was dropped, and off in the distance.
I don't remember that.
You be quiet, Sam. Off in the distance, we could hear Gaslight Anthem playing a little bit, but it took about a day. For the sound of Gaslight Anthem to reach us. Yeah.
My experience was different. I 5 minutes. I walked in.
We know.
I saw Arlette
Sipping
and
on hot cocoa.
I sat. The pyrotechnics. That they had. The Jonas Brothers, that warmed me up quite a bit near the field.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
We lost 18 good men getting to our seats. We lost 18 good men of our crew.
Are they like Mount Everest, where you find their bodies?
Yes.
It's
20
So
years
the next
later.
person that treks up that high.
You just leave them there. It's so steep.
A lot of people filing
anyway,
in right now.
Love Erica.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It sucked to see that she wasn't renewed. I mean, we've our friendship as a podcast goes back to Jack's draft with her when we I think that's when we first. Was it the first time that we had her on, Sam? When we caught up to her?
It was our first, pretty much first and only time, because we tried to get her on this past season. Just the schedules didn't work out, So and plus other commitments, but that was I think she was on for an hour.
We had her on, yeah. We had her on for a little bit for the draft party.
We monopolized her time. Where other fans,
did.
where other fans.
We were very lucky. We were very lucky that she allowed us to, that she graciously gave us that time, and we've been able to kind of have that professional friendship since. And it sucks to see her go. It sucks that MSG could not, renew her. It's another reason to hate James Dolan and his MSG conglomerate. It's another reason to keep showing that scene from the 1998 Godzilla, because we all just hate James Dolan, and this is just another reason to hate James Dolan is not renewing Erica. So it's but like you said, Scotty, she'll find something, because she's really good at what she does. I'm with you. I wouldn't be shocked if she got picked up full time by NHL or MLB, and it's going to be the Devil's loss, MSG's loss, I should say. For letting her go like that,
or maybe Fox Sports, only because that's where she came from. From the Fox
Sports
family.
Could be.
ESPN. There's so many different avenues for her to go, because she's really good at what she does. I mean, Hell's bells, even in my world of radio. You never know. So she can do whatever she wants, but she can take her time in doing it and finding something that's going to make her happy. And we wish her all the best, but I'm pretty sure we'll see Erica back out there, whether it's covering hockey, covering football, covering baseball, whatever it is, she's going to be out there. She's going to be doing it.
But I will say, though, it's still going on in social media. Like every day, people are just still,
There's a petition that someone started to bring her back, too.
Yeah. Yeah, petition.
So,
I went after the sponsors. I did my part. I asked Genucel to help us get her back because I only buy Genucel products because of Erica.
Ken Danico texted me and he told me. Oh, man. Nah, but we wish Erica the best, and we're pretty sure we're going to be seeing her real soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe it'll give her a little bit in this downtime. Maybe she'll, be able to come and grace us again on the podcast sometime soon.
Maybe
that would be fantastic. I hear there's some things coming up in this next bonanza of a week over here.
Yeah, I mean, Cup Finals tomorrow, Game 7.
Cup Finals. Woo!
And you know what?
Who thought that one was coming?
Well,
yeah, no one.
You know what?
Nobody.
To me, this is skill and speed versus beefalytics. And also goaltending. Stuart Skinner taking them to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. You would have never thought. With Shesterkin and other Ottinger, all these other elite goaltenders now bounced out of the playoffs. It gives me hope. This whole Markstrom thing for at least a year or two, that could he actually get the Devils into the playoffs, but also make a run. Because, this whole thing about you need a Hellebuck, but you look at the salary cap situation the Devils have, they look pretty good. They have flexibility now and the future.
Yeah, it's just like you said, the Markstrom thing, it's only going to be 2 years, maybe 3, 4 at the max, if we're going to pay him until he's, maybe 39, whatever it is. I can't do math, but it's a short-term solution to what we need. We're seeing is Stuart Skinner could potentially be a second Aiden Hill type situation, but it's one of those things to come out of the East. That's the thing. To come out of the East, you need a really good goaltender. Bobrovsky is the reason why the Panthers got out of the East. Get it now in the Stanley Cup Finals. It seems to be it doesn't matter. Things are different in the Cup Finals, but to get out of the East, you need to have a fantastic goalie. We saw the Bruins go down, the Rangers go down, both with really good goalies, and the teams that fizzled out first were the teams that had marginal goaltending. So Markstrom's got to hopefully show what he can do. And Scotty, you were championing the fact that we have a save percentage over 9 finally. He's just got to keep that up, but he's not going to keep it up without a defenseman, without solidifying that defensive core. That's the key thing. That's next on the docket to get done.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And just going back to the Cup Finals real quick, yeah, I'm super pumped for Game 7. I thought the Panthers were just going to slaughter the Oilers after Game 1.
It looked that way.
I was like, the Oilers will get 1 game in and that'll be it. They'll go back home, they'll win Game 3, and then the Panthers will just trounce them again in 4 and 5. But whatever it is, Edmonton has got that cheat code unlocked, and they are just flying right through. I don't know if it's just a second wind right at the very end of this playoff run.
Oilers
like they're
girl.
just either
Oilers girl.
There's the Oilers girl. Whether they're playing with absolutely no pressure now. Maybe that is what it was. Like there was just so much pressure on them with all the, possible first Canadian team and what is it, 30 years, 40 years, whatever it is. Like, I don't even
32.
remember. 32, Montreal,
31.
right? Yeah.
93.
So, yeah, I mean, like, that's a lot of pressure to be putting on themselves. And they don't play the way Florida plays, but they have found the lanes and the alleys to cut through that, suffocating forecheck and defense and those big bodies that Florida puts out there. And they are just bobbing and weaving their way right through. And listen, you give Zach Hyman so many shots, you give McDavid so many shots, you give Draisaitl so many shots.
Mhm.
I mean, those are 3 monsters right there. And then you throw our old friend Rico in there as well, who we know has a penchant for scoring some big-time goals like that. Woof. Man, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. After the Oilers won Game 2, I was all in on the oil train there. I was like, Game 7, because I just wanted a Game 7. I was like, Game 7, come on. This will be awesome. So I'm excited for tomorrow night down there in Florida. It's going to be one hell of a Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's not like a 6-1 blowout, but man, if that bad boy goes OT.
I was going to say that. If that goes to overtime, it's going to be a hell of a night tomorrow night.
Hey, guys, just to let you know, Andrew Bunin of Sandbar Grill in Cocoa Beach, Florida, will be at Game 7. We'll be at Game 7.
All right.
Yeah, and he gave us those beautiful jerseys.
Big thank you to him for those jerseys. They're awesome.
I got to deliver it to you on Friday.
Yes.
Guys. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to distribute it. But there may be a Woo. There will be a Woo report tomorrow, and Andrew's going to do a live look-in. We're going to attempt to do a live look-in. Game 7.
From Game 7? All right.
The Stanley Cup Finals.
That's going to be cool.
A New Jersey Devils fan just happens to show up at Game 7, Stanley Cup Finals, just randomly, see what's going on.
Hey, I would do it if I could. If I could, I'd do it.
Like how you were slowly turning into Norm Macdonald there. He's he's a Devils fan, and he's gonna show up, and he's it's a game, and see he's gonna show up there. So we'll see when he shows up.
At the game.
At the game.
We got our correspondents on the ground
like that
for Game 7.
He's correspondent on the ground? Okay. I wasn't sure if he was actually going to talk to us or if he was just showing up. Does he have tickets to the game? I'm unsure.
No, he has tickets.
He's got tickets. Going to show up.
He's got legitimate tickets.
He's just going to hang out there and show up.
He's going to show up at the game.
Yep. The Panthers, they don't sell out their building, so he just walked up and just bought 4 tickets for Game 7 Stanley Cup Finals. You can't do that for the New York Rangers.
That was the one thing I heard the last time I was at. This is going back a bunch of years when the Devils beat the Rangers at some point in the early 2000s. It was at MSG, and the Devils beat the Rangers. It was the final game of the series, and all I heard from the Ranger fans was, I can't wait till you're in the finals so I can come up to the door and buy a ticket. I'm going to buy a ticket at the door when you make it into the finals. It's like, shut up. Just shut up. You lost. Go away.
And it's a big lie because those fans to this day still talk about on WFAN about how you could just walk up to the Meadowlands ticket office back in the day, a Stanley Cup Finals, and which is BS because it was actually a lottery system. There were people there camping out for a couple days just to get a wristband. Mm-hmm. And the wristband, the numbers, they had to call out. It was only a handful of people that could actually get tickets. It wasn't like,
But not for nothing. If an organization withholds a certain amount of tickets for day of sales, like good for the organization. That's kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not always a negative that you can get tickets day of a big game.
Yeah, but the way the Ranger fans make
I
know.
They're just they're delusional. I was talking to a friend of the podcast my buddy Tommy, who's a Ranger fan today, and he was talking about Patrick Laine and where he's projected to go, and I was like, "Don't you know, he's potentially going to the Rangers, just like everybody else." And sarcastically, his answer was, "Oh yeah, I forgot. Everyone goes to the Rangers." I'm like, "Yeah, exactly. That's where everyone wants to go."
Well, we have Stephen Angle on here. Yes, there you go, Felix, right there. Stephen Angle says the Panthers are winning the Cup. So anyone else got a little prediction for Game 7, feel free to throw it up in the old YouTube chat. Hello, everybody, by the way. I think Dubs is going – McJesus is going to be drinking wine from the cup. Okay, so Dubs has got Edmonton.
Oilers, yeah.
Stephen Ankle's got Florida. I'm gonna stick with Florida because they were my original pick all along.
Yeah, mine as well.
I say they pounce back in Game 7 and take it at home. What do you say, Short Sky?
Yeah, I'm thinking that the Panthers are going to do it tomorrow. My only concern is if they don't do it, then you see that there's a time limit on Paul Maurice's style of play, because it almost seems like the Panthers ran out of gas 2 years in a row at the very end. Now last year was different, but
that will be a talking point. Yep.
The way that the Panthers play, it's such a high tempo of play. You can only do that for so long before you're shot. And I think the Panthers had a couple slides over the course of the season, and unfortunately they may be going into that, but I'm still going to say it's going to be a Panthers. And the biggest reason why I want to see that is because I just want to see it raining rats. I want to see it raining rats on that ice for the Panthers to win the Cup.
So we got 3 for the Panthers right now. So me, Shorts Guy, Stephen Angle. Dubs has got the Oilers. Joseph Lanham has got the Oilers, with Henrique getting the game winner. Okay.
Yeah.
Tom Dermody has got the Panthers. Christopher says Oilers winning. They have the momentum. Felix says Florida. Brooke says Oilers 4-1. Okay.
Brooke's good with her game predictions too, so that one's a scary one if you want the Panthers to win.
Suki says Oilers, the biggest choke of Florida folds. Okay. All right. John Summer says Panthers. Max says Panthers. Okay. Yeah, I had the Panthers before the playoffs. Well, who you got, Sam Wu?
It's going into overtime, boys.
I hope so. We need a good overtime Stanley Cup Game 7.
I'll tell you, Game 6, that goal called back, that was rough. That on Paul Maurice. I mean, you can just read his lips.
Shane Van Sickle. Bears 58-0.
It will be triple overtime.
Triple.
Woo. Wow.
And Rodriguez scores the game-winning goal.
All right. And then we're gonna have to take the standings for our playoff pool and take them out of Billy Dean's hands for the math and send it to NASA because he fell off the earth as soon as the Rangers lost. He fell off just the face of the earth when it came to that. Game 2, and we're like, do you want our predictions, Dean? So we have to send him off to NASA, just like Mo had to send Barney's bar tab to NASA.
Okay. Yeah, right.
You owe $70 billion.
Antonio's got the Panthers. Peter's pulling the power of the Oilers girl and saying Edmonton is going to take it. Okay. All right. Selecta's still going with the Panthers. Is Billy Dean filled up the swimming pool with his tears yet?
That's a good question. We'll find out Friday. I do believe the Dean family pool is open. So
wait a minute, Sam. Who are you going with now?
Panthers.
You never finished, did you?
No, Panthers triple overtime. Rodriguez with
triple OT. Panthers.
Triple OT. Rodriguez scores the winner.
Oh, Rodriguez. Okay.
Sammy's
all right. Sorry, I think I spaced there while I was trying to read comments and catch up. Okay, sorry. All right, so all three of us are going Panthers. I like the OT thing as well. I think it'd be great to have a Game 7 overtime bonanza going on. That would be fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Whether it's 1, 2, or 3, whatever. But, man, I mean, playoff overtime is just every single shot.
It's different.
You're
It's
just
different. Everything. Yeah. Yep.
even if they're the weakest shot, you never know. You never know, like what's gonna happen, and that's it. It's an OT.
It's
like,
either
ah.
it's either over in the first 5, or it goes the distance.
Okay.
I love it. When it goes
Shane's
to
actually
distance.
got the Oilers. Okay. Anyone else? Triple overtime will really screw up my workday, says Peter. Okay. Max has got Verhage with the overtime winner. Okay.
Okay. Triple overtime does not screw up my next day. I can tell you that much.
I'll be okay because game will start 3 hours earlier than what you guys are.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Sam's the one that's going to have to turn off the TV and get in the truck and go to work as soon as triple overtime ends.
Wakey, wakey.
Mm-hmm.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Mrs. Wu punching him. Get up, turn it
Yeah.
off. Get up.
Don't you
This
dare
is what
hit
you
that
got.
snooze one more time.
Yeah, the other. Sometimes I would get up a little bit early and forget that my alarm was still on, and the phone's on the nightstand as I'm taking a shower.
Poor Mrs. Wu.
Oh man.
Poor Mrs. Wu.
Donnell says if the Oilers win tomorrow, is it the biggest collapse out of the 4 major pro sports: NHL, NBA, NFL, MLB?
That's a good one. Let's think.
No, I think the Boston over the Yankees back in 2004. The Yankees had a 3-0 lead.
Were they 3-0 or 3-1?
3-0 lead.
Was it 3-0?
Mariano Rivera was actually, I believe, pitching that game 4 and blew it. Yankee fans only remember what Yankee fans want to remember, but he also blew Game 7, 2001 World Series as well, Mariano Rivera.
I'm trying to think of what else.
Yeah,
I mean, because I'm
trying to-
thinking of some of those Mets collapses, so I would gladly wipe that off the board if I can, of greatest.
Well,
collapses.
speaking of which, like the Buckner play, I mean that's significant.
Okay.
But this is actual
But that
like
series
do
was
or
still back
die.
and forth, back
the
and
Game
forth, I feel
7.
like.
Nope. Keep going, Sam. Sorry.
You could also think of the Super Bowl where, the Falcons blew that lead.
Yeah.
But
That was
so I'm trying to think of other epic collapses. The Giants and Deshaun Jackson, with the punt, the miracle at the Meadowlands, that kind of collapse. But they're not championship games. They're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. It's different. It's
Yeah.
I'm trying
There
to
was
think.
Epic collapses.
so
is the topic.
I just cannot. I cannot remember the first score of it. But Barcelona was way up on Liverpool in the Champions League a couple years ago, and it was 3-0 in the first game, and that should be pretty much done for the second game. And Liverpool beat them 4-0 in the next game to kick Barcelona out of the Champions League, which was huge.
Yeah,
That was a huge collapse by Barcelona in Liverpool to be bounced from the Champions League that year.
I remember scoring against Shorts guy in the championship game on the comeback.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's
Yeah.
professional enough or not.
No, it's not.
All right.
Does the Who did they play? Just look it up. It was the Oilers, right? Buffalo and Houston.
Yeah,
When
the
Buffalo
Music
was down.
City Miracle.
No, that's Tennessee.
Oh,
Buffalo was when Frank Reich came in the second half, and they came back from, what was it, like 31 points or something? It was like 31 nothing or something like that.
yeah.
34-3 or something.
But that's in-game collapse. We're talking about series collapse. No.
I mean, I guess you could say
Well,
the Red Sox in '86 too, because the Mets had to win the 2 games at the end in a row,
Yeah.
6 and 7. So you could say that.
Yeah. I mean, that was a routine play that he screwed up. Buckner. The game would have ended, right? No, it would have been tied. Was it tied at that? Yeah, it was. Was it tied at that point?
I think it was, and that was after Ray. Right?
Yeah.
No, Ray won the game. Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
Ray Knight game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, epic collapses.
There was when Liverpool won their 2005 Champions League, they were down 3-0 going into the half, and they came back to win in penalties. They scored 3 in the second half to drag it to penalties, and they won. So that's another one. You can also say epic collapse of the Soviets in the 1980 Olympics.
That's an upset. That's an upset.
Yeah, that's true.
We're talking about.
How about the Cubs in whenever the hell Bartman tried to screw it up, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they lose those 2 games in a row, right? And that was it.
Yeah.
He was so vilified in Chicago.
Who the hell were they playing? I don't remember.
The Marlins.
Marlins. Yep. No, that was the championship series, right? That wasn't the World Series. That was the championship.
Yep. I think they were playing the Marlins, and I think the Marlins, didn't they go to the World Series and play the Yankees? And the Yankees lost?
That they did.
Got to thank Bartman.
Gotta thank Bartman. Oh, here it is. 35-3. The Oilers were beating the Bills at halftime. 35-3. And Jim Kelly goes down.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a 32-point lead? Holy hell. So below that to the backup quarterback.
Maybe
that
Doug,
that was a playoff game too.
Or Doug Flutie, the last play against Miami.
Maybe.
But
I think it's kind of hard to top that Yankees Red Sox one now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Cuz that
it's different when it's a one-off game like a championship game or a one and done playoff game, because you can have an epic collapse in the second half like we've noted a couple times. There've been some epic second half, but to be up in a series like the Panthers were 3-0 and to drag it to Game 7 by the Oilers, you had three potential chances to win it all, and you blew it each time. So you actually blown it 3 in a row to bring it to this one off. To bring it to this one off. But I did hear something on the radio this morning to where if you would have asked any of the players and any of the rosters, you have 60 minutes to play for a cup at the end of the season, last game, would you take it? And most of them would probably say yes, if not all of them.
Hell yeah.
Say yes. So it's one of those things, and I kind of like the spin that they're putting on it. I think it was Paul Maurice says nobody dreams of a Game 3 overtime victory. You dream of a Game 7 overtime victory. So it's, we saw the Devils beat the Ducks in a Game 7. And,
we also saw the Devils come back against the Flyers Eastern Conference Finals.
3-1, right? You were down 3-1, yeah.
Yep.
We're down 3-1. We saw the Devils win the Cup in overtime in 2000. So, we've seen some good.
We've seen a lot.
We've seen a lot. And weren't we down to the Panthers in 2012?
Yes.
Yeah, we were down to the Panthers.
Yeah.
Just can't remember what the games were.
I think we're down 3-2
Okay.
in that series.
Well, I just saw this article pop up. List of players getting trade protection on July 1st. Because you know what? Along with the Cup finals, we got some other things happening over here.
Mm-hmm.
We got some deadlines happening.
Draft.
We do.
One of them is, right, the negotiating deadline, then the draft, and then free agency. Bum, 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 bum.
And hopefully
July
a schedule
1st.
drop. Hopefully a schedule drop.
Maybe a schedule as well.
And the next week we're gonna see stupid internet. We're gonna see how Fanatics has screwed up our jerseys on Friday night. So we get the unveiling of the Fanatics tarps, which Beer
Mhm.
Baron will promptly buy one and tear it off. So
well, just so everyone's aware, on July 1st, in case you were wondering, no movement clauses on the Devils. Timo Meyer and Jesper Barrett. And then what is this? Modified no trade clause. Where's Jack Hughes? I can't believe Jack Hughes wouldn't have something like this. Nico Heischer, 10 team no trade list. John Marino, 8 team no trade list. Jonas Siegenthaler, 10 team no trade list. How is Jack Hughes? He's got to be. Is he really not? Am I
because we'd be stupid to let him go.
He doesn't need a no trade.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, you know, it's
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, that's just a waste. You know, because a lot of times the players have to give up.
He really
a little bit
doesn't.
of money
Holy hell!
for that. So, or it's just an add-in for trying to get a deal done. You know, so
Fair enough.
I just Donnell asked a question of me, asking how I got my Stadium Series jersey. Luck. I sat at my desk, went to Adidas. There were jerseys, and I got them. I can't remember if it was the Adidas site or if it was the NHL site, but I was able to get a blank one, bought the patch separately, and sent it out to get done up. So I lucked out because they were gone like an hour later. They were all gone.
Shorts guy, is Cool Hockey a good site?
No.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. You're kidding me.
No.
I thought that was the site I was supposed to get it done.
So I wish you would have spoken to me.
Oh, he was talking about it all pre-show. Yes. I went to the good place. I made sure you can't take him anywhere else.
I got the wrong
They'll
one.
Screw it up on you.
Yeah. What you get?
I'm not going to tell you. It sucks already.
I mean, let's put it this way. I hope it shows up correct, but they have a reputation, and it's not great.
But is their stitching good, like the authentic stuff?
They screwed up my green jersey. It's slight, but they screwed up the green jersey over my left shoulder.
Oh, that sucks. Now I got to redo it. Where do I go?
We'll talk off air. We'll talk off air. I got 2 other places you can send it.
Yeah, but they're stitching it right now as we speak.
Oh, then I hope it shows up correct.
But is their stitching okay?
They're just. I'll explain it off air.
Well, now I'm mad.
It's. I'll explain everything off air, but it's not a site I would recommend.
This blows.
Let's put it this way.
He was so
Let's put it
excited
this way.
pre-show. He's going to the best. This is how you
the-
do it. Can't
The
trust
horror
anyone
stories.
else.
Yeah, my Marino
The
jersey is
stories
gonna
I've
be.
heard.
It's gonna be
The
marine.
stories
It's just gonna be
The
marine.
stories I've
Marina.
heard are not Fanatics level, but they're
Or
they're
Morena.
there.
That's what it'll be. John Morena.
Sam.
It's gonna be a number
Oh,
9, not a
man.
number 6. It's gonna be upside
Yeah.
down.
Mm. We'll talk off air, Sam.
The 40-year patch is gonna
Oh,
be on the
boy.
wrong side of the jersey.
Oh man.
Ted, I have never heard of
Well-
arena wear for stitching, but I got to, if anyone wants to reach out to me offline, I could tell you 2 places not named Cool Hockey to send your stuff to.
Oh, what a waste of money. I thought I was doing the right thing. I was like, oh, that's the site that Shorts Guy goes because I've heard you mentioned it, and I'm like, oh, they've got a sale, and I got to get these Adidas jerseys now.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it shows up correct, but I've heard. We'll talk off air.
I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm gonna have a GoFundMe or do more cameos so I can raise money to get a jersey from a real place.
Don't worry, Sam. We'll figure it out.
When you get the right spot, who knows? Maybe you'll be buying a new jersey. Maybe you can let the NHL know where they should go for the draft. That's happening on Friday, so they can get all of their new teams embroidered the right way. How about that?
Yes.
Just not the place Sam Wu was
hoping,
basking in joy.
I was bragging
and pride.
I was bragging to Scotty. I was like, "Yeah, I got this authentic jersey. It's going to be tackle twill, double stitched.
You want it done right? This is where you go."
Yeah.
You should have spoken to me.
Well, we got a weekend of draft action happening in Vegas. That's what? First round is on Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the rest, I believe, or is it just all day Saturday? I think it's just all day Saturday for rounds 2 through 7.
Yep.
Yeah, Friday
and
first
then,
round.
Then the free agency hits right after that. It's going to be boom, boom, boom. We got the NHL award show too, if you're into that. And it's always cool to, I don't know if I'm going to watch it, but I'll read about it, who won afterwards.
Yes, that's usually what I do.
Yeah. Unless there was like a devil being, nominated for a bunch of things and I thought he had a really good chance to win. Then maybe I'd check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Or just the social highlights, on Instagram. Whatever. If you're into it, go ahead and watch it up. But Game 7 Monday, NHL Awards Thursday, Draft Round 1 Friday, rest of the draft Saturday, Monday, friggin' free agency. That is a whirlwind.
Oh, yeah.
And who's that? I think actually I got to give credit to Billy Dean is at my door. I think he sent that tweet to our group chat about that rundown. So thank you, Billy Dean, for doing that one. But yeah, that's wild, man. That's a lot of stuff. And they got it going at Dolan Spear in Vegas. So
he's broke. Hey, maybe he'll make enough money to rehire Erica.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Oh, Ted's got the Panthers 5-3. Okay.
This feels like Game Day Live taking predictions. This is great. I missed that. I missed a little aspect.
Anyone else?
Good old Vinny.
Are we gonna trade the 10th overall draft pick? If you were a betting man and you were in Vegas for the NHL draft, would you put a bet down that the Devils trade their 10th overall pick?
For who?
Brady Tkachuk. You throw Jesper Bratt. You throw Jesper Bratt in that before his no trade clause kicks in.
Say it was Brady Tkachuk. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Someone like that, or perhaps maybe, an established defenseman from somewhere in the vein that we're looking into, that we would really like to be on our team. I'd have to look out there to kind of because I know there's a couple of free agents out there, but
that's what I'm thinking.
Would you move the pick for, that big bruiser defenseman who, I don't know, might be like a Markstrom age, or maybe they are a little bit younger where you can potentially re-sign them. Let's just say if they're already established, let's just say they're above 30. Would you move that 10th pick for a big, badass D-man?
Would you move it for Quinn Hughes?
Well, that's not a big, tough guy, but that's a
simply not
established defenseman.
I just don't think I don't think that'll happen, but
See, you have Zadorov, who's 29, who's a UFA, and you have Tanev, who's a UFA as well, who's 34, I believe.
mhm.
So with UFAs like that on the market, those, as far as I'm concerned, being two of the top UFA, defensive UFAs, unless I'm forgetting someone, which is completely possible.
All right.
It's
So we'll say that maybe potential that's filled between by a UFA. How about then for either the proverbial, I know I've been calling for Sam Bennett, but a Sam Bennett type, or maybe, someone a la in that Tyler Toffoli reign that we had last year that we let go this year. Could be someone younger. We said, how old is Sam Bennett? 27. So,
and he's got 2 years left on his deal. So if that's the case, then I would want Sam Bennett to come in that trade and then immediately sign an extension for at least 4 years.
Okay. But would you pull the trigger on that? Would you go get a Sam Bennett for that 10th overall pick?
I think Sam Bennett brings a lot of immediate impact to this team. So I know you can get a really great player with the 10th overall, but I think it's what the hell? Yeah, whatever. It's hypothetical. Yeah, take it.
Okay. Shane Van Sickle is saying McGordy. Max is saying Brett Pesci. Hey, then we can do Joe Pesci things all podcast on. You guys will love that. Morgan Williams is saying Pesci as well. Okay.
Although I got to look this up. You know whose kid is available in this current draft?
Who?
The son of Miroslav Shatan.
Oh, look at us.
And I know if the Devils
pick now.
If the Devils were to pick up, if the Devils were to draft Shatan, Scotty, I know you would immediately go for that jersey.
I would love to have the same.
Me too, but not at Cool Hockey.
All right, Stephen Angle is saying Zadorov, same. So is Ted. Yeah, so that's a signing. So if you just say hypothetically the Devils sign Zadorov, okay, just hypothetically.
Mm-hmm.
So we've now kind of tidied up the defense a little bit. Maybe you re-sign someone for that bottom pairing. Even like maybe someone, who knows? Maybe Brendan Smith might bought himself some more time with Kevin Ball being shipped out. Who knows?
It's true. It's true.
But I heard he put his house on the market, so who knows? But Shane Theodore, I don't know. Antonio, okay. Yeah, think outside the box.
All right.
Zadorov is looking for 6'6". I don't know. We'll see. Steven says 4 at 25.
Has anyone brought up Brady Tkachuk ever?
I don't know.
Top six forward.
That's a top 6 forward and a powerful bruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
have we never mentioned him before?
I don't know. How did that happen?
That's weird. I don't know.
Would you package the 10th overall pick with something else for a Brady Tkachuk? Would you then include like a Holtz or obviously I'm sure a lot of people would for Holtz, but
yeah, but
I'm gonna think
Travis.
I'm gonna think Ottawa's
like him.
I'm gonna think Ottawa asks for a lot. So if they actually ask for that first, I bet you they'll ask for maybe a Holtz and a Mercer. I don't know if that's too much.
Yeah, I think that might be too much.
It's a lot.
There's a lot.
If it's a straight up, obviously it's a no question, but there's no way that Ottawa isn't going to ask for something else. What else would they ask for? Or if you said, okay, you can have one of Holtz or Mercer, then they're going to ask for something else.
Probably.
You're not giving up Casey.
You're not going to give up first rounders.
They may ask for the goalie, depending on if Olmark signs there.
Would you part with a Nico Dawes or a Akira Schmid? I think I would.
Yeah, Kira Schmidt over Dawes, I think, at this point.
Holtz, the 10th, and Casey for Brady Kachuk. Well, I think that would probably get it done,
It would.
Morgan. I don't know if you want to give away Seamus Casey though, like that. What do you think, Sam Wu?
Sam has to think now.
Sam's like, damn it. I was just going to get a Casey jersey over there at a cool place.
Just about to click
They're
buy.
not going to take Holtz. I mean, Travis Green knows this entire team. You know, he's not going to take Holtz. He can't be that stupid. You know. I don't know. What kind
Then
of
would you
assets-
do? Then if you did include a Seamus Casey, I would say that's it. I wouldn't put anything else in there.
They're going to
You get
ask
the
for
first
the
in
world
Casey.
for Kachuk.
That's what I would say. If you decide to include Seamus Casey, that's it. It's the first Casey, and
But
that's it.
if the wife gets involved,
Oh boy, what is this beer
Uh-oh.
baron over here?
yeah,
Yeah. Just don't let Beer Baron comment.
yeah.
Yeah. Just don't let Beer Baron comment.
I don't know. I mean, I would be bold to try to get him to New Jersey.
So, I have a potential goaltending situation that
Oh,
could
boy.
work out. I was thinking about this last night. I was talking to our good friend Anthony last night at after his band played. So, we have Jacob Markstrom for 2 years, Jake Allen for the next year, and then Jake Allen's a UFA. You know who else is a UFA after this coming season?
Who's that?
One, UC Saros
Mm-hmm.
is a UFA. And by that point, you would think that they would be, if they were going to give the team over to Skaroff, that would be the moment that they could let him walk, unless they look to deal him at the trade deadline.
Probably get something
So,
for him. I think they're gonna resign
that-
him.
That could be a potential goaltending fix for the New Jersey Devils for more of a long-term type of thing, to where Markstrom then goes to 1B and Saros becomes our starter.
Wow. Also, Tom Dermody right over here.
What do
If
you
we
say?
get Brady Kachuk, Beer Baron has to recreate the scene from 40-year-old version where he gets the tarp waxed. I'd like to see that. I think that would make some great podcasting.
I had just heard that they actually whacked Steve Carell for that scene.
Oh yeah, that was all real.
That was just to get that pain. And woo! Thank you, Johnny. Look at that.
He says, "What's up, boys? We just rewatched the Sean Chambers goal from '95 and got those
All right.
goosebumps."
Nice.
Well, as Sam Lewis predicted, 2025 is right around the corner.
But it could be 2025 to 2026. So
Well,
2 year.
Here we go.
I'm getting a little bit of get my excuses going here.
Yeah, Sam is currently looking for that receipt to throw it away. Oh, I lost that receipt.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep every other receipt, but just lost that damn receipt. Oh well.
Got them all in this shoebox except that one. I don't know what happened over here.
Sam, the receipt says 2025. No, it doesn't.
Nah. I'm at 25, 26. Okay, that's still 25.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
man.
Antonio's 10th overall. Siegenthaler, Holtz, Mercer. I would do it. You're gonna have to give up some.
for Brady Kachuk?
Yeah, I would
I think that's
do that.
I don't
would
know. That
do
seems
that.
heavy.
Yeah, but eventually you're gonna
10
have to pay Mercer.
Colts and Mercer. Oof.
Eventually you're gonna have to pay
I mean,
Mercer.
that would definitely get it done. That's for sure.
Get it done, but you better have brought in a defenseman. You better have
Yeah,
signed
because if you're
either
losing
Zadorov.
Ball and oof.
I mean, Paul's not really. Paul was a 6 foot whatever defenseman playing like he was 5'8", unfortunately. So
Yeah,
but if you get rid of Siegs, you better be signing a Zadorov, or you better be signing.
and you better be signing both.
It's it's just that's too much.
Well, we'll see what happens over here. I mean,
Mhm.
Fitzy has got some time, but there's going to be some action happening real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Starting tomorrow with Game 7, and you might hear some more announcements coming after that before free agency hits. Draft day deals, woo baby!
Love it.
Will the Devils be in play there? Will they make a move on that 10th pick and somehow make a steal one way or the other? Man, it's going to be exciting times this week. You don't think
Will be.
July? Well, there's a lot to talk about in hockey, but no, this time there is.
Yeah. So we'll see. And as always, have your alert set, because if there's any breaking news over the course of that time period, we will go live as quickly as we can, just like we did on Tuesday
Yep,
to cover the Markstrom trade.
that's right. Sam Wu has a text from him, by the way. He's helping him set up his garage a little later on this week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't name drop, guys. I should probably ask Chico what he thinks about the trade.
I call my buddy Lou. Lou who? Well, Damarillo. Let me see what he thinks.
Just
well, I think we're getting to that time, right?
I think we are.
Yep.
Gives milk and chocolate. Oh man. Well, yeah, I'm just excited to see what Fitzy's got up his sleeve. You know, I mean, I feel like whenever he's trying to do these moves, and this is my final thought, I feel like when he's trying to do these moves, he's really, like the chess player in these situations where he's doing one, but he's thinking like 4 or 5 ahead,
Mhm.
And I know some guys are just one kind of like move one thing at a time. Some of them do like the chess playing. I feel like Fitzy has really done that. And he might pull a move off here with this 10th pick. And who knows? Look at what just happened, with Kevin Ball. That's the final from the who was that? Was that Ray's trade? Was that Ray's trade? I think to Taylor Hall, or was that Fitzy? That was Ray, right?
It was,
Yeah.
Ray.
That was Ray. So
we've taken it and we've built a lot with it.
We've built a lot with it. So you never know how these trades can trickle down like that. But a 10th, first round pick like that could net you someone pretty NHL ready and capable, and someone who can make a difference in that lineup heavily next year. So I'm excited. That's my final thought. Fitzy, we trust you, babe. We trust you.
My final thought. We got an exciting week of postseason stuff to cover, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to potential moves and potential breaking news podcasts, because it's a lot of fun. And I want to see it rain rats tomorrow. I want to see it raining rats all over the ice in Florida. More than 96. Put it that way.
Okay.
Because that was a lot.
I guess it's my turn.
Yes.
It is.
Third person here of the crew.
Yep. Since Ann Crew is not here.
I think this is going to be Tom Fitzgerald's finest moment in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
The moves he's going to make, they could be subtle. They could be splashes. It looks like he's trying to fill a lot of holes for more depth defensively, on offense, with the forwards. He basically said, we need a top six, a bottom six, another defenseman, and a goalie. Basically, he needs to figure it out. He needs to figure it out. With the cap situation, I think the Devils are going to have a competitive team next season. I think Sheldon Keefe was really, so far the foundation of what's to come, and what kind of players that Fitzgerald brings in. I think the first order of business is he had to show Keefe that he's going to get a goalie. He did that without mortgaging the future. I mean, that's a great deal. And what the Devils are spending on goaltending is around $6.5 million in total,
something like that. Yeah,
with the help of Calgary,
between the two of them.
Yeah,
experienced goalies too.
Yeah, so you're going from non-proven goaltenders to experienced goaltenders overnight. We saw what Jake the Snake Allen did last season, especially in Vegas, and he was very good. And
beware the Girl Scouts.
Yeah. It almost got us killed by the Girl Scouts, but
hey, I mean Sam, not us.
Yeah,
we were in good standing.
No,
Sam they were after.
We almost got killed because of Sam.
Oh well, yeah.
You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later when
Yeah.
they're adults and they're scared of us when they come to New Jersey.
Yeah, as soon as Vegas scores, somehow Sam is already off running to the bathroom there during that time period, leaving us alone.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Ah,
That's what I say.
How convenient. How convenient.
Yeah, nothing ironic there.
Yeah, you know what? You can save your conspiracy theories for another day. Anyway.
From the master of conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
We were able to come up with a bunch when we were trekking up to the top of the stadium there during the Stadium Series game. So, yeah, plenty of time. We got to stop section to section. Body adaptations.
You guys are a bunch of whiners. Just a bunch of whiners.
We were sitting in the death zone.
Yep.
You're still alive, aren't you?
Sam said it was the end zone, but it was a different kind of end he was talking about.
Yeah. He was hoping to off us so we could take over the podcast by himself.
Alrighty. Well, I want to thank all those tuning in live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live. We should have some more podcasts this week. And the State of the Fan Address on Wednesday. We've got awards. We've got draft. We've got free agent frenzy next week. July 1st, plus Canada Day, Birth of Nations Week, and 4th of July. Keep it here. Keep it real. Till next time, let's go Devils.